The year is 1990, the Berlin Wall has just fallen. MC Hammer's "You Can't Touch This" is blasting on every radio, and Lamborghini, the purveyors of automotive madness, unleash a raging bull upon the world. Its name, Diablo, a fitting moniker for a car that would go on to redefine the supercar landscape. Forget subtle, forget understated. This was a car designed to make you weak at the knees. The Diablo wasn't just a new car, it was a statement, a two-fingered salute to the laws of physics and good taste. Lamborghini, never known for their shrinking violets, had outdone themselves. This was a car that looked fast standing still. And believe me, when it moved, it moved. The world had never seen anything quite like it. Low, sleek, with lines that could cut diamonds. The Diablo was pure automotive pornography. It was a rolling testament to Italian passion and engineering, and it was glorious. The Diablo story began, as these stories often do, with a legend. Marcello Gandini, the design genius behind the Miura and Countach, was tasked with penning the Diablo's form. This was to be Lamborghini's flagship, their magnum opus, and it needed to be spectacular. Gandini delivered. His design was a masterpiece of aggression and elegance. Sharp angles met sweeping curves in a symphony of automotive desire. The Diablo was low, wide, and impossibly sleek. It looked like it could outrun a fighter jet. Underneath that stunning skin lay a 5.7-litre V12 engine. This wasn't just an engine, it was a raging inferno. Capable of producing nearly 500 horsepower, it propelled the Diablo to a top speed of over 200 miles per hour. This was a car that redefined what it meant to be fast. The Diablo was launched at a time when supercars were still finding their feet. It blew the competition out of the water. Ferrari, Lamborghini's arch-rival, was left scrambling to catch up. The Diablo had set a new standard. Let's be honest, the Diablo's looks were enough to stop your heart, but this wasn't just a pretty face. This was a car designed to be as functional as it was beautiful. Those pop-up headlights, they weren't just for show. They were a necessity, a way to keep the car's front end as low and aerodynamic as possible. The massive side intakes? Those weren't just for decoration, they were there to feed air to that monstrous V12 engine. Step inside and you were greeted by a cockpit that was as luxurious as it was driver-focused. The seats were sculpted leather, the steering wheel a work of art. But don't let the luxury fool you. This was a driver's car. Everything was designed to put you in control. The Diablo was a car that demanded attention. It was impossible to ignore, and once you'd seen it, you'd never forget it. Section 4, the heart of the beast, engine and performance. Let's talk about the engine. Because let's face it, that's what we all really care about, isn't it? The Diablo's 5.7-litre V12 was a masterpiece of Italian engineering. It was a naturally aspirated beast, which meant instant throttle response and a soundtrack that would make your hair stand on end. This wasn't an engine designed for pottering about town. This was an engine that wanted to be pushed, to be unleashed on open roads and racetracks. And when you did unleash it, hold on tight. 0 to 60 miles per hour took just over 4 seconds. Top speed was north of 200 miles per hour. These were figures that were almost unheard of in the early 1990s. The Diablo wasn't just fast, it was brutally, savagely fast. But it wasn't just about straight-line speed. The Diablo handled too. It was a big car, sure, but it felt nimble, agile. It was a car that could tackle any corner with confidence. Section 5, evolution of an icon. Diablo variants. Over its lifespan, the Diablo spawned a number of different variants. Each one was special in its own right. Each one pushed the boundaries of performance and design even further. There was the Diablo VT, which introduced four-wheel drive for improved traction and handling, the Diablo SV, which was lighter and more powerful than the standard car, and the Diablo GTR, a track-focused monster that was as close to a race car as you could get. And each Diablo variant was a testament to Lamborghini's commitment to innovation. They were constantly pushing the envelope, constantly striving to create the ultimate supercar, and with the Diablo they came pretty damn close. Section 6. A legacy forged in fire. The Diablo's enduring impact. The Lamborghini Diablo wasn't just a car, it was an icon. It graced magazine covers, starred in movies, and adorned bedroom walls the world over. It became synonymous with wealth, power, and of course speed. The Diablo's impact on the supercar industry cannot be overstated. It raised the bar for what a supercar could be. It showed that performance and luxury could go hand in hand. And it inspired a new generation of supercars. Today, the Diablo is a sought-after classic. Its value is only going one way up, but more importantly, it remains a legend, a reminder of a time when supercars were raw, uncompromising, and utterly unforgettable. The Diablo wasn't just a car, it was an experience, and it's an experience that will never be forgotten.